Hey y'all, what's going on, TikTokers? Whew. Let me see where my YouTube, all my people's at. Let me know if you can hear me. If you're watching on TikTok, hey Kev Mills, let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna do the same over here. Hey y'all. Let me put my little thing on. I don't even know. Okay. I'm just making sure y'all can hear me. Okay, great. Okay. Awesome. I'm glad. Thank y'all. Welcome back. It's Monday. Hey, Chantel. All right. So I know y'all gonna be having some questions. So I don't like to prolong anybody's time with me. Okay, but I thank y'all, appreciate y'all for being here. If you don't mind, share it, my video, share it, please. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like button, the bell, all that good stuff. And yeah, if y'all don't mind, let me put a little banner on, all that good stuff. Okay. Let me try to run down what's going on really quick. Let me get these little things up. All right, so I'm gonna talk about the most basic one, and y'all can tell me where y'all from a little quick, because I got some information for different places. I can tell you one thing before I start. If you live in New Mexico, you'll probably be very happy, because New Mexico is the only state right now that has rolled out the homeowners assistance fund. Okay, so I don't know if y'all got no New Mexico friends, but let y'all New Mexico brother and sisters know that they got some money for them. Okay, let me go here. All right. Hey Sandra. Hey Carlos. Okay, so let's talk about the child tax, the stimulus, taxes and stimulus. Hopefully y'all don't got y'all money by now. If you have not, all I can continue to tell you guys is to wait. A lot of you guys are saying that you go to the system and you can't find yourself. I need you to understand, if you mailed your paperwork in, if you file after tax season ended, it is a delay, because it's already a delay for everybody else who did theirs at a tax office and got their stuff in early. So it's definitely going to be a delay for you. So all I can tell you guys to do right now is, with your taxes and stimulus, you can go to Where's My Refund for the refund. Okay, for the actual refund, you can go there and you can check if you filed your stimulus to get your $1,200 and $600, you would go to Where's My Refund to check that. You can go to Get My Payment if you're looking for your stimulus, the $1,400. I'm hoping everybody got it by now. You can go to if you did a amended tax return, you can go and they have a Check My amended payment. Okay, they got that now. And also so it's those three, and I think that's it. Yeah, Get My Payment, Where's My Refund, and then for those who did the amendment. Now, if you check and you ain't finding no information, you can call. They are answering the phones a little bit, okay? But you can call to find out what the status of your stuff is if you haven't gotten anything. If you haven't found anything from that. Oh, I know what the other one was. Tax transcript, okay? A lot of y'all have saying you can't read the tax transcript. I might put a video up on TikTok real quick so I can show you how to do it. But basically, all you're going to be doing is looking for where it tells you a refund. Okay. Hopefully you will have a 2021 date. All right. And it cannot be the same date that is the date that you got your actual first refund. Okay. So this is for those that are looking for the unemployment refund. Okay. You can go to your tax transcript. Hopefully you can get into the system. If you cannot, you can order a paper copy. They do come fast. Once you look at your tax transcript, there is a section that specifically talks about the refund. If you have a negative in front of it, that means in the tax or accounting world, that it's a positive. That means that it's that is money that they owe you. It's a credit. So you should see a date, not the date that you actually got your refund. It should be a later date. Hopefully it'll be a July or later date. You may not see August, but at least should be July. So the individual, hopefully she watching, that we went over her tax transcript. Hers had a date of June. Now it's July. She still haven't gotten the money, but she has a debt. So we are assuming they're going to offset the uh, the unemployment refund amount that's coming to her, and then they're going to send her the rest. So, but the only way she knew it, because she couldn't get online to see, is that she had to order her tax transcripts. Okay. So that's all you got to do if you want to check your unemployment refund, and you will be able to see what amount. Remember, it'll have a little negative line in front of it. It won't be in parentheses like how most of us learned that makes it negative. It'll be just a line, just that means it's an actual credit coming to you. It doesn't mean that it's negative. All right. So I hope that didn't confuse all y'all, but I will put a video up about that. All right. So let me get to these. I'm just gonna go through my stuff before I get too off of the topic, and then I'll get y'all questions right at the end. Let me get, oh God, somebody call them a phone. Lord, they always do this when I'm on live. Hold on, let me put my do not disturb on. Sorry, y'all. They always calling during my live. I apologize. All right. So let's get to the SBA really quick. And again, I'll get to y'all questions. I know most of y'all want to know about the child tax credit and housing assistance. That's coming next. For the SBA, all right. I'm just gonna tell y'all what I've been seeing, and then y'all can, like I said, I'll answer your questions. They're still in the process of transferring the files and everything over to the new office that's taking over and doing the loans. They are still denying a lot of people for that increase. If you went and did an increase, I can tell you now, if you do not have taxes to support what you are trying to do, you need to get you some. Because if you don't, you will not get that increase, because they are looking for that this time. There is no, you just ask for a large amount and think that you're going to get it like you did the first time. That's not happening. It's a little harder, not a little bit. It's a lot harder to get the money than it was the first time when everybody was originally doing it. Okay. So that is for the increase on the loan. For the grant applications are still coming out. I'm finding that a lot of y'all applied for the EIDL loan a long time ago and still haven't gotten the invitation for the grant. You didn't get any money for the grant. So if you applied in 2020 and you still haven't gotten the invitation for the grant, you need to be contacting the SBA, whether that's through email or you call them and then you ask them that you be invited. Everybody else has been invited, whether they got denied or approved. Everybody else has been invited, but the majority of the people that have been invited, it seems to be individuals that have done the grant, the loan application not too long ago. So if you did it way back when it first came out, early 2020, and you haven't gotten an invitation, you can call them and let them send you out an email. A lot of people still doing reconsideration letters for the SBA. If you got denied for not showing any type of economic injury, you can correct that. All you got to do is ask them, tell them that you didn't understand the application. And a lot of individuals are getting the application reopened or sent back to them to do again. If you applied or somebody else applied and it's multiple applications, when you go and you don't remember that login information, you can contact them so that they can release that application number and allow you to do a new application. Or you can reapply but use totally different information. But if you use your social, you can't use anything else other than your EIN. So if you use one of those and that's what you plan on using again, it's not going to work. So you're going to have to use either or. So if you apply it with your social, then you can go back and do it with your EIN, but your bank needs to be different. Your address needs to be different. That's why it comes back as duplicate information, because you're putting in the same information from a previous application. Okay. Let me see. That's for the reconsiderations. That's for the grant. I haven't really seen much. The Navigator grant, if anybody has applied for it, good luck. The Navigator, that's that $100 million grant, that is over. And now it's just pretty much going to be where the SBA is just going to be looking, and they're going to select who they're going to select. I believe there's going to be more money coming from the SBA. I feel like they just haven't announced it, so I'm just not going to say anything yet either. They wouldn't put out this money for this program if they don't have a need for people to get money from them. I mean, why, if they didn't, if what they were doing now is fine, they wouldn't put out a new grant and put $100 million behind it. That's a lot of money. All right. So let me go to, what's my next thing? Okay. Now we get to child tax credit. Okay. Let me tell you some stuff I've been seeing. So it's changed. Some that's changed from last week. Last week I told y'all that if you did not get your taxes, or you didn't get your refund, you wouldn't get your child tax credit. I've seen a couple people have shown me that they did not get the refund, but they still got their child tax credit payment. That's normally not how it's supposed to happen. But again, now IRS is saying, well, they can go off of 19 or 20 taxes. All right. So I don't know where some of y'all live. I know y'all put it out. But I believe IRS had, I think it was last weekend, they did free tax weekend to get some of y'all to do your 2020 taxes so that you can still get your child tax credit payment. So I'm letting y'all know, although the tax season is over, you can still file your taxes for 2020, okay? You just have to mail them in. That's the only thing. But you can still file your taxes, and you'll be penalized, but it won't be that much because we're not that late from the tax season. A lot of people still have not been able to get in the portal. The IRS still has not let you be able to add your children. I honestly don't know when they're going to do that, if they're going to do it. And I have seen a lot of people report other individuals for identity theft. Okay, so I want y'all to understand something. If you did not give somebody permission to use your children's information. Now, you gave them the information, you gave them approval for 2020, because maybe your children were living with them in 2020. You fell on hard times, whatever, okay? But for the child tax credit payments, these are advance payments on taxes that are going to be filed in 2021. So if you and that parent did not work out some type of agreement that it was okay to utilize that child's information, then that is theft. You are not, that's fraud on top of it, okay? So for those individuals that might be going through this, because I know there are some, and a lot of y'all done went into my inbox because y'all didn't want to comment on the post. I understand that. You do not have to lay down and be a victim to somebody who is holding your money over your head. You can report that that individual is not supposed to be receiving your child tax credit payments. Now, if the other individual's watching and you collecting money and you know these ain't your children, all you got to do is go into the portal and just opt out. That's all you got to do. And then the money will stop coming to you. Now, no, it will not automatically start going to the parent. But what will happen is at tax time, you won't owe all that money back that you got paid and you weren't supposed to. That's one. Two, at tax time, now the parent can go and claim that child on their taxes. Might be a problem because you collected the first payment. We'll have to see how that's going to go at tax time next year, because I'm sure that's going to be an issue with some people having that happen. But I need y'all to understand, you are using somebody's information for another tax year and they didn't give you permission. You could get yourself in some trouble, okay? And if you get audited or you get reported, to the IRS, then more than likely they're going to audit 2020 tax year, which is the year they gave you permission, which means you are going to be in trouble because you used it. Even though that person may have gave you permission, you filed it on your taxes, okay? And if I'm saying something that somebody might need to hear, y'all might want to share the video, because some people are around here, ornery and know they should not be claiming somebody else's kids' money, okay? But not only they're going to look at 2020, they're now going to look at every tax year that you file. And if you're a person that serial files with other people's kids, then guess what? If they audit you and they go back as far as they want, you may owe the IRS a whole lot of money, and that's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? And look, I always see the numbers drop when we talk about stuff people don't want to hear, but oh well, okay. This is just a reality, so I'm just letting you know if these are not yours, please go opt out so you don't get yourself in anymore in any trouble. And parents, also for y'all need to know that if you do in fact turn around and tell that person to opt out where they can't claim the children, then you know that if you have more than 3 kids at tax time, you're not going to get paid for the earned income credit for more than the 3 children that you claim. So if you got 6 kids, you're only going to get paid for earned income credit for 3, but you're going to get paid the child tax credit for all 6. Okay. So it really is going to depend on the child's age, but to see which one would be more, because you might find that this year might be the year you want to claim all your kids because you're going to get a lot of money because we got this temporary tax increase. That is called tax planning. I know y'all don't think you need to plan for taxes, but these are the things you should be talking to your tax person about so that you can see which one works better for you, so that you know what kind of money you should possibly be looking at having coming to you at tax time. That's what the rich people do. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna move on to the last piece. We're gonna talk about this housing thing, and then I'm gonna take the questions. This actually make it go much faster this way. I don't know if y'all like it this way. Y'all can tell me. I just wanted to try it this way to see. Okay. So we're moving on to housing assistance really quick. So FYI, New Mexico is the only place that is doing this right now. They are the only one that is set. Maybe they already knew something before every other state. I don't know how. But what I am going off of is the state of Louisiana. So I thank you to whoever from Louisiana put this out. Louisiana is the only state that has a draft plan of how this is going to roll out, which is how I'm giving y'all this information, because most states are probably going to use the same exact information. Okay. So basically, another thing before I get into it. It is up to $25,000, but not in every state. So just found that out going through this because I'm seeing how they're doing the calculations to come up with the amount of money that they're asking the government to give them. And for example, Louisiana, Florida, North Carolina, they're only giving their homeowners $10,000. Now, it's not $25,000, but it's still $10,000 that y'all did not know y'all were going to get. Okay. The second thing, I do not know if this is a loan or grant. And the reason that I'm saying that is because when I read through the paperwork, all the states keep saying is that they're going to work with lenders, right? And lenders sound like the bank. And usually if they're going to give you something, you usually don't go through a bank to get it. But I have read nothing yet about interest rate, none of that. So remember, we have until July 31st for them to roll out all the details. And then once they roll out the details to the program, then I'll be able to tell y'all more and be able to answer more questions. So right now, like I said, Louisiana is the only place that has the program. So here is basically what they're saying. HUD is allowing you to go up to 3 times the area median income, okay? And that's for individuals that are not considered low income. If you go on my TikTok, I just posted the video before I went live because I know y'all gonna be asking me how I calculate the area median income. I already took care of it, okay? So this is gonna be based off of the state and your county, so it's not gonna be the same everywhere, all right? So if you for example, the area median income in Brevard is $77,900. Okay, I know a lot of y'all probably like, damn, yeah, the median income is pretty high in this area. If y'all didn't know that, okay. But if you make less than that, then you are considered some form of low income. Okay, whether it's severely low income or just regular low income, but you're considered low income for this area. All right. Now, what HUD is allowing you to do is they're allowing you to make 1.5 times that. So 1.5 times 77,900 is 116,850, I think, or 850 or 860. So if you make a slight larger amount of income, you can make up to 116,50 and still be able to apply to get on the program. Okay. So that is number one. Before anybody asks, do you qualify? That's probably one of the things. The next thing, you have to be a homeowner. Okay, please, homeowners. This is for homeowners, y'all. Okay, not renters. Sorry, this is for homeowners. You have to, your name got to be on the deed. Or you got to be financially responsible. They got some little rules about it. But one thing that is neat is that they will cover if you live in if it's a fourplex. So some of y'all who have rentals, okay? So if anybody y'all know got any friends that have rentals, y'all can share the video. Okay, thank y'all. I appreciate the shares. And two, if you're on TikTok or whatever, follow me. If you're on YouTube, follow me. Most of y'all that's on Facebook, y'all already follow me. But if you don't follow me anyway, I appreciate it. So if you live in a fourplex and you live in one and you rent out the other three, you can still put those on the program. So I think that's pretty neat. You can use this for you can use the money to catch up on your back rent, pay your property taxes. You can refinance, which means you can use the money to buy down your points. If your interest rate is too high, you can go and refinance. I mean, that credit got to be good. So I know a lot of y'all got some great plans probably for this money, but I'm telling you, if your interest rate is too high, that credit ain't good, you're not getting it. Now, if you're a veteran, this is another homeowner assistance program. This is not the same one. If you're a veteran and you have a VA loan, so if y'all know any veterans, y'all can tag them or share the video with them. Today, the VA came out with a program that they will buy back the mortgage payments that you owe. Damn, that's like great. But they will buy back the amounts that you owe, and they will use it as a lien on your property. So basically, they are taking the money that you're in your back rent, and they're just putting it as a lien on your property, and then they get you out of your stress so you can catch up with the rest of your life and go back to living normal. But once you sell or pay off your mortgage, that amount of money will come due. But I think that's an awesome program. Again, this is for veterans. Okay, that's a veteran program I'm talking about. There's another veteran program that just started that starts tomorrow. But you also have to have a VA loan. If you have a VA mortgage, they will allow you to get on a forbearance, and you can actually forego making your payments. I think it gives you 6 months. I'll make a video on it after this, but it's coming out tomorrow. So there are a lot of things they're doing for the homeowners. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything before. All right. So you have to be experience financial hardship after January 21st, 2020, which means you can have a job loss, reduction in income. Somebody was affected by COVID or some type of financial loss during the pandemic. Okay. And let's see. And also this needs to be a primary residence. Okay. So this cannot be a rental property, but you can use it if you live in one of them, because that's considered your primary residence. Okay. Let's see, what else did they put? So you can use it on mortgage and housing loan payments to reinstate your loan, to make it current. Property taxes, homeowners insurance. You can also use it for your homeowners association fees if you're behind on that, if they're in your escrow. In your condominium fees, if they're escrowed. And it says, if you're facing foreclosure, you can use the funds to get legal representation to stop the foreclosure. Like, man, this is some good stuff. But I'm going to just tell y'all right now, if y'all face a foreclosure, please file bankruptcy, okay? Or go and talk to an attorney, or you can call and you can reach out to me and I'll send you some information. But if you're going through that right now, please don't lose your house with all these programs they have that coming to help you become current. Okay, so I think I covered the most of it. Now I'm gonna go and look through y'all questions really quick and see what y'all got for me, because I've been seeing them come in. So let me see what is what really quick. Let me go here, and then I'm gonna take these y'all questions. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep doing it this way. Y'all tell me what y'all think. All right, it says just tuning in about housing. It says, all right, Miss Tanya, I hope I answered your question. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, but they moved to another building spot. Okay, all right. Any more SBA money? Is there any more SBA money, Miss Teresa? Yes, I think there will be some, but let me tell y'all that SBA got a lot of programs right now that y'all aren't even taking advantage of, and y'all leaving a lot of money. Hold on, I took it out. So you can still do the EIDL loan. You can still do the EIDL grant. You can they have cap loans. They have other loans. They still have the shutter venue grant, which most of y'all don't own, anything like that. But I just put my notes over here to the side for y'all, and I pulled them out because I'm gonna pull from this and get y'all this info. But they have a couple different grants. Hold on, I guess it's over here in my other stack. So good question, Miss Teresa. But now you got me looking through all my stuff to make sure I have it. Oh, another thing I've been wanting to tell y'all, SBA is requiring you to have insurance on these loans. Now, if you get these loans and you got a loan that is over $25,000, and a lot of you did. Okay, so if you got a loan that is over $25,000 for EIDL, you have to have insurance on it. If you live in a home, your homeowner's insurance will suffice. Okay. Ooh, that would be good. Okay. If you are a renter, you need to get you some renter's insurance. That will be good. Okay. Now, I'm gonna just tell y'all, a lot of y'all, the businesses are gonna be at your home. Okay, so if you have them at your home or where you live, then your homeowners and renters insurance will suffice. But if you actually have an office, then you have to put your money. Excuse me, you have to get commercial insurance. So they will be requiring that. But here go these loans, Miss Teresa. So they got some cap lines. A lot of people don't know about cap lines, but you can just type cap lines, CAP lines, cap lines through SBA. They have those. So through the cap lines, it's working a capital line of credit, a seasonal line of credit. They got a builder's line of credit, a contract line of credit, and they do some flexible financing. All this you get all that information from the SBA, but if that credit ain't right or your business credit ain't set up, you're gonna have a DUNS number. You're not gonna be able to get none of those things. So we gotta make sure you got those things to be able to go out there and get it. Star says, I tried to opt out of child tax credit on July 8th, and it's still saying come back to check if it's been approved. Do you know when it will say approved? Because I don't need the credit. Did they pay you for July? If they did not pay you, it is probably processed and it just is taking time to show up in the system. I would be surprised if you get a check in August. Please let me know. Keep me posted and let me know so I can report that. But I want to know if you got your payment in July. Chantel says, are they still doing the forgiveness on the college and is Nova College included? Chantel, I do not know. You actually can just type Nova College Borrowers Defense Program. And yes, they are still doing the student loan forgiveness. Joe Biden actually went up. I think they're going up to $5 billion now that he wants to exclude of student loans. So if you think that is you, please make sure you get your stuff in. All right. So give me a question. Let me go here. I'm on TikTok really quick. Is EIDL available now for startups? EIDL is not gone anywhere, but it is not for startups. It has never been for startups. You should already have been in business. So it's not for startups. No, I'm sorry. North Carolina, Michigan. Okay, good. Awesome. Mississippi, Texas. So again, a lot of these states that y'all naming, y'all only getting $10,000. Now I will say that Illinois, I think, is getting 25, and I think it's like another state. I can't remember the name, but it's a couple states are getting more than 10. But I guess they just based that off of the median income and probably how many people in the state need it. So let's see. You still hasn't updated. It says mailed or debit card. So God is an alchemy. So you're getting it says mailed or debit card. But that's a new one. Keep me posted on that one, especially for the debit card. Anybody else was told about a debit card? They're probably going to use the same company they did before, or I wonder if you are one of the people that got one of those refund advances. Because if you did, maybe you're getting a debit card back from the company that actually loaned you the money. So let me know about that. I really want to know, God is an alchemy. Keep me posted, please. Kevin Mills says, unemployment stopped my check in May and told me I have to wait to receive letters to file appeal. I don't. Oh, so yeah, they don't. They want you to wait to get your paperwork so that you can take the right information off of your paperwork. And then they probably have an appeal form in that letter. That's probably why they're telling you to wait. I'm sorry that you got suspended. A lot of people are going through that. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I don't see no more over here. We said, what is Florida getting? Well, you should use our Florida. Florida's only getting 10,000. But I can tell y'all that ourflorida.com, if y'all haven't used it, they've been paying. They've been helping people and they've been catching up on rent. I did see an article today that said the landlords are not taking the money. Okay. So I want y'all to know that just because you get it, don't mean they're going to take it. So it would be real nice if y'all had a conversation with those people. So y'all not wasting your time and you're not wasting the people who are cutting these checks time. Because it's a waste and it could have went to somebody else. So some landlords are not taking the money. They don't have to. Okay. And that doesn't mean they're going to stop the eviction process just because you gave them the CDC eviction moratorium. Still turn it in. But it doesn't, just letting y'all know, that doesn't mean they have to stop it. All right. I was turned down for the grant and not in a low income area. Yeah, a lot of people. But have you checked for yourself, Sheena Boss Lady? If you check for yourself, just because you get a denial saying you're not in a low income area does not mean it's true. I had people tell me they found out after they checked for themselves, find out they are in a low income area. So check for yourself. Says I registered with the state of Mississippi, but login won't work. For what? Just I can't just sit. I don't know how to say your name. Let's see. Still haven't gotten your refund. Damn, I can't believe people still haven't gotten their refund. This is crazy. All right, let's see. Let me keep going. So okay, I already answered what Florida's getting. So many people getting locked out of unemployment. Honestly, I think people getting locked out of unemployment because they just don't want to pay. Now, y'all, you ain't heard that from me, but I just think that's just a straight conspiracy because everybody getting locked out of unemployment in all the states. Okay, so and that's crazy. And we don't even know if, however, this variant, people might need unemployment again. But I can tell you one thing that's on the rise: unemployment fraud. So y'all, please make sure y'all checking y'all account when y'all know y'all supposed to get that check. If you can log in to make sure that your bank account information ain't changed, that would be great. And I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but I'm so serious because people are, their money being stolen left and right. Their identities being stolen left and right. Okay. Don't let that happen to you. Okay. Let's see. My transcripts have not yet updated for my unemployment refund. Still says 290 as of 7/26. It still says code 290. Well, if it says code 290, then that means that it has been process. They're just waiting. Usually most people with a code 290, it's like another review, but they're checking to make sure that you don't owe anything. That's kind of what I read about it. Okay. Let me see. I got a $1,600 payment, 714, and then 715, $300, which was what I was supposed to get. I'm confused. So 300 probably was your child tax credit. And you should be able to know when you go to your bank account, if it says CTC, that's child tax credit next to the deposit. If it says TRES 360 or IRS and it has like 360, that's is it 360, y'all? That's your tax refund. Okay. That's the unemployment tax refund. It's crazy they don't expel these things out. Massachusetts has a one-time bailout for rent. I can believe that. If I have anybody that's watching from California, if you live in LA County, they have they're giving out homeowners assistance for LA County. I think they're giving like $9,000. But also, if you didn't see last week, you should have received your 500 and your 600 in your stimulus. This is only for individuals who live in California. They gave them out an additional 2 stimulus checks. Okay, so that's not for everybody. That was just for California. Okay. The next unemployment return. I'll check. They send them. They usually do Wednesday. I know, so it probably will be on a Wednesday. Will be the next. So they did just send out 2.2 million like last Thursday or Friday. Okay. Melissa, you want to know what I'm talking about? I'm sorry, Miss. You gotta watch it, honey. I be going. Okay. Me and my husband, first time home buyers, would we qualify in Mobile, Alabama? If you're first time home buyers, if you fell behind on your rent, you could use the homeowner assistance fund for that. You have to meet the qualifications of your state. If you have no issues with your financial situation and you all caught up, you might not qualify. And then if you're a first-time home buyer, I don't even know how long you've lived there or not. I don't even know if you have any escrow, if your mortgage has been escrowed yet or anything. So you would have to wait until it comes out in your state to see. So if you guys on Facebook and YouTube, I'm seeing if y'all got to any other questions. You still haven't gotten your taxes. Sorry, Tanya, it's a mess. Bree says, I'm still waiting for unemployment refund, but cannot view transcripts, self-employed with dependents and paid taxes out on unemployment. Well, Bree, did you go and request your tax transcripts by paper? They come in like 3 to 5 days. If they do, we can see on there when you should be getting your unemployment refund, or at least the amount that they've worked up for you. Okay, so it should be on your tax transcript if you can't log in and see it. Okay. Tis Real says, so if you haven't received your tax refund yet, you won't get one. No, I mean, at first it was that way, but now it's not. Some people still are getting the child tax credit because they haven't finished their taxes. I don't think that's for the large group of people, but some people that has happened to. My tax refund date is today, but still zero at what do I do? I'm qualified to get my money back. Well, Jesse, do you owe anybody? That's number one. Individuals like you definitely need to get your tax refund because you might find that you owe. Another thing the IRS is doing, they are sending out bills left and right. Okay, so if you owe, they are sending bills out and they're telling you they're going to put a lien, or they're going to do or they're going to try to levy your bank account. Okay, and you don't want them to do that because, well, one, it's very difficult to get your money back. Okay, so if you're receiving those letters from the IRS, please do not ignore them. If you could get on a payment plan or installment agreement, if you want to do oh gosh, there are a lot of things you could do. I mean, you could try for a hardship if you're on a fixed income and you don't work. And that will pretty much put aside all of your debt until like a later date, and then they reevaluate. You can try that. And I can't think of the other thing right now. I got a video of it, but there's another option. And then, of course, if you really suffering, you can throw it in bankruptcy. Okay, I didn't tell you that. I'm just saying people do it all the time. All right, so there's no reason to have this hedge of debt around you and struggling and all. So make sure you don't owe. And also, you can wait a couple days. They tell you if you haven't gotten it in like 2 weeks after the date, that's when you would start calling them. It usually should not take anywhere near that long. I would probably give it until like Wednesday. And if I hadn't got it, I'd pull them tax transcripts. I'd actually do the tax transcripts now. I wouldn't even wait. Thank you, Zodiac Girl. I love y'all too. I appreciate it. When to update the refund status on their, they say they update it every night, but I don't believe that they do. But that's what they say they do. Okay. Yes, but it says dependents pay that tax on unemployment. Yes, but I haven't received them yet. Okay. So when your tax transcripts come, Bree, if you can't read it, then let me know. I'll help you. I'll help you read it so you can see when it's coming. It's sad you got to do it that way, but that's just how it goes if you can't get into the system. Okay. My tax, let's see, I got that one. How do you go about applying for the student loan forgiveness? Basically, the student loan forgiveness, if it's a bunch of different ones, but first you need to be on some type of payment plan. Well, let me back that up. I'm not gonna talk about the public service forgiveness. Let's talk about the regular one that Biden's doing. If you went to a school that is closed down, that's no longer in operation, ITT, Virginia College, Everest, you went to any of those places, some of these little broke down nursing schools, okay, that's no longer around anymore, you can fill out the borrower's defense form and submit it to the Department of Education, and they will go through the review. More than likely, if the school is closed, you're going to get approved. Argosy University, I'm trying to think of some more. Any Corinthian college, all right? But they pretty much approve you, and they go and wipe your debt out in the federal system, so it no longer shows up when you go to buy a house. Then you can go and dispute, and it'll come off of your credit also. So that's the one way to do it. If you just want to get on a payment plan, not a payment plan, but if you're like a public servant, you can get on the public servant loan forgiveness program, and that's another forgiveness plan. So they got like quite a few. It just really based off of your situation. But if you're in one of those schools, make sure you sign up. Don't let those people keep your credit all messed up, because I know y'all probably ain't paying it. It's like, well, I'm gonna pay it. It is not even open. I know I wouldn't have. What if you didn't file your unemployment? If you did not file your unemployment 1099, not W-2, if you didn't file it, then you need to do an amendment. because you probably pay taxes. Now, if you know you pay taxes out of your check, you should definitely do it. Now, I'm not telling you not to do it if you didn't take no taxes out, but if you got money that they owe you, the longer you wait, the longer it's taking for them to get you a refund. Okay, so you're gonna need to do an amendment, okay, to get that worked out, and then you'll see if you do a refund. Your tax preparer should be able to just, subtract what you got back plus what now it says that you should have got back, and basically the difference is what you will be getting back. And then if it turns out that it's more, then that's something that you probably will owe, because maybe you owe them. So you should file it, because if not, it's going to catch up to you anyway. Okay. The unemployment definitely turned the 1099s in. Okay. That's not one of these little broke down companies that may or may not report it. Unemployment is reporting it. Okay. They calculating every dime. All right. What if you never got your taxes to begin with? If you never got your taxes, have you checked where's my refund? And if you did, what did it say? Did you mail your taxes in? It's a bunch of reasons why you may have not gotten your taxes right now. So that's a tough one to answer, Tanya. But you can drop the answer in the messages if you want. Hey, Carolyn. All right, you're welcome, Bree. Okay, and they say you owe. Oh, well, Tanya, you didn't get it because they said you owe, honey. So if they're saying you owe, then that's why they took your refund. Now, if you disagree with that, you can contact them and well, actually, just pull your tax transcripts. That's it. Pull your tax transcripts. Let's look and see from what you owe, because they are taking money. Okay. And for those who still watch, I'm just letting y'all know they're suing people that they coming after folks who owe money. So I'm just letting just be mindful that IRS coming after people, debt collectors coming after people, repo cars who have gotten their cars repo, they're coming out because people aren't working, money's probably not flowing, and these businesses still got bills to pay. So if you wonder why all of a sudden that is coming out of woodworks, that's one of the reasons why. Okay. They say my fiance and he never got his taxes to begin with. So is that but that's probably why. That's exactly why. So because they say they owe. Haven't received my third stimulus. So if you haven't received your $1,400, then you need to go to Get My Payment on the IRS website and find out where it's at. Because that $1,400 stimulus is not supposed to be offset by anything. So you should have gotten that regardless. Okay. All right. So never received my tax credit or my tax refund. User 883. I think you probably haven't gotten yours because you haven't gotten your refund. Although some people have, I really do think that's why you haven't. How do you go about applying for the student loan? Okay, I answered that. How do I apply for the grant, receive a decline letter for unsatisfactory credit history? Well, then we have to see what's up with your credit, because if that credit ain't right, you definitely ain't getting a loan. They'll still offer you the grant, but you definitely ain't gonna get that loan. So definitely go fix that. And if it says loan, it'll say loan. It'll say loan application. Or if it's a grant, it'll say grant application. All right. So you just go back and read it, and then you'll see which one it is. What if you didn't file your unemployment? Okay, I answered that one. They said mine's under review. I hope that just means it's under review and they're not gonna come back with nothing. Sometimes when it's under review, you just never know what that means with the IRS. It says we send everybody positive vibes and blessings. May blessings never leave your door. I know that's right. Amen. Have still not gotten the refund. Okay. What is New York getting? New York has a pretty good eviction moratorium. That's about the only thing that's good. They got a nice eviction moratorium. I think y'all eviction moratorium ends in like September. So you guys don't have to worry about the CDC because you're covered in the state. So that's good. Have still not gotten a refund for March. Yep, y'all just got to keep checking. I'm sorry. How much is Nevada getting? I did not see Nevada's on. I would not be surprised if Nevada just doesn't get the regular 10,000. They don't pay the state tax. It's not that expensive. Well, it's kind of getting that, but it's not that expensive to live out there. I would not be surprised if it's 10. As soon as I find a list, I will put it out, but there has not been a list posted because every state has a different amount. I did not see Mississippi's either, but I'm sure it's going to be 10,000 too. Okay. If Louisiana's 10,000, Mississippi, Alabama, probably going to be 10,000 too. What if you missed the deadline to file the unemployment on your taxes? Then go back and amend your taxes. Haven't got my stimulus check. Get my payment. Where's my refund? All right, I answered that. The student loan info, borrower's defense. Okay, you can get the borrower's defense application, and you can apply for that refund. Tanya, you asking all the questions now. But if he and he hasn't got the tax refund, okay, y'all answer that. Oh, okay, that's the same one. Sorry. Where can I get the forms for someone who is incarcerated? Hey, Miss Robinette. You can just get the 1040 forms. You can just print them out online. Just do 2020 1040 forms, okay? And let me see. And I found 4 grants. I'm glad you came on, Miss Robinette. You just made me remember that there were some grants I want to talk about too. And I'm gonna give you these. Really quick, if you're in Texas, you're in Houston, they still got the winter storm, they still got some money to make repairs. So if you're not taking advantage of that money, you should be taking advantage of some of that FEMA money. Okay, so if y'all had, if your area has been declared a disaster, you definitely should be taking advantage of the money that they're putting out. So if you're in Houston, and it's called connectivehomerepair.org. Okay, so I don't really know how to put that out, but I'm gonna say it again: connectivehomerepair.org. Okay, so they have some money to fix up your house, and this is if you're in Houston. All right. So, Miss Robinette, you came on. You made me think about these grants. Let me tell y'all, it's 1, 2, 4 new grants that came out. Now y'all know I'm not gonna put these out later. Okay, I'm gonna have 17 people or 75 people asking me the same question, so I'm gonna say this slow. All right. One is called Share the Green. Okay, and let me see. Oh, you know what? Don't even forget that one. That one ended. My apologies. Okay. Let me give you the last 3. Amazon has a Black Business Accelerator grant. They're giving $10,000. Okay. So Amazon Black Business Accelerator. Then Michigan has a loan for women. It's called Michigan Women Forward. Okay. Michigan Women Forward. So if somebody watching and y'all want to type these for the group so they can make a screenshot, that would be real nice. Okay. It's Amazon Black Business Accelerator. And the other one is Michigan Women Forward. Okay. The last one is a pitch competition. I don't know. But it's for 5. Let me see. It's you can get $5,000. Oh, and then you can move on for a chance to get 20,000. So it's called P5, just the letter P and 5 pitch competition. Okay. So you can get 5,000. It's for women. So I guess you got to pitch your business. I'm not really sure. I didn't look these up. I'm just giving you what just came out. And so again, I'm gonna say them one more time. Amazon Black Business Accelerator. That's 10,000. Michigan Women Forward. It's you can go up to 50,000 on this one. P5 pitch competition. You can go. It's 5,000, but you can go up to. I guess you can be promoted or something, and you go to a larger competition where you can compete for 20,000. All right. So that's the name. So I don't know if anybody wrote those down, but that's what that is. Okay. Let me see. It says still waiting on federal refund. Yep. So yeah, you're definitely gonna be waiting. We're here. Let me see. Mailed in February. If it's been mailed, that just takes a while. Because it was mailed on top of the regular delay. So you just got to keep checking or get your tax transcripts, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying that. Get them tax transcripts. All right, got transcript. It says got tax transcripts and only see stimulus payments for 2020. Nothing about unemployment. It's not gonna say unemployment tax refund. You have to look on the section where it does talk about refunds, not where the stimulus is going to be. It's going to be in a separate section. Matter of fact, I'm just going to post a video. I'll post a video on TikTok so y'all I can show y'all where to find it. But it should have a negative number, a negative dash in front of it, and that usually means that's where they owe you. Okay. Let's see. You said it's called borrowers. Yes, borrower. I don't know how to say borrow better, but borrowers. 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 Borrow and ER. Okay. Y'all try it. That'll mess your mouth up trying to say that. Hey Shamika, I did the SBA Target grant. They denied me because I was not in a low income area. Can I apply again? Or hey Miss Barbara, you need to check one to see if you really are in low income. And if you are, then no, that is done. You can't apply for it again. because they already got your information, so you won't be able to do that again. So you need to check your address to make sure they're right, because they could be wrong, okay? They say they don't do your amendment until 6 weeks after you get your refund. They say don't do your, also they're saying now they are telling people not to do an amendment, but I would not tell people to do an amendment if you're trying to amend your taxes to figure out what they owe you. Don't do that. But if you didn't turn in all your W-2s, you should amend. Now, yes, it's gonna make your taxes delayed, but of course it is. Your taxes are already delayed. Now you're amending your taxes. That already a long process, so your taxes will be delayed more. It really depends on how much you need the money. If you need the money now, you should wait and amend it later. If you don't need the money, amend it and just wait until it comes to you. Everybody's financial situation is different. What if all I have received was the PUA without qualify for unemployment refund? Did you get a 1099 Aries to Scorpio? I'm sure that anybody who got any money should have got a 1099. But if you did, then yeah, if you pay taxes on it. But if you didn't, then you wouldn't get, you wouldn't qualify. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I answered your question. What about the grant for homeowners? I answered that. Can I still apply for PPP? No, PPPs are over, but I am doing the forgiveness if you need help with that. Is everyone required to file taxes if you earn income? Yes. If you have children, you should have some type of side hustle, because I'm not trying to sound funny or nothing, but children come with a dollar sign. That's why people who see you and that don't work and they take advantage and actually claim your kids, because they know that, even if you didn't work, you still get some child tax credit money, or you still get earned income tax credit. So I think everybody should file taxes, because that's why Black and brown people, let me just say, Black and brown people, we miss out on so much money within our communities because we're not filing taxes to get the money that's owed to us. And the reason why, because you don't know. So nobody's blaming you. That's why I do what I do, because I'm trying to let y'all know that you don't have to, just because you don't work don't mean don't file taxes. Okay. You need to get a side business. You need to get a side hustle, do some hair, do something so you can report something so that you can use the credits to get that money off of your children. Then you won't have to give them to anybody else. Okay. Let me see, because y'all know I'm gonna let y'all go after this. So what's the form number, Miss Robinette? 1040, Miss Robinette. 1040. Look up 2020 1040. Thank you, Bree Davis. I appreciate that. Is there any other grant that I can apply for? Miss Barbara, you can look right up here in thank you. Where did she do it? Thank you. Who wrote the thank you, Bree. Bree wrote the grants right there. So if anybody want to see them, they go to grants that you can apply for that are out right now. That's at least $15,000 to $20,000 in grants. I know that's not the SBA, but the SBA, you had the same amount of chance with SBA that you got with this. Okay. The only way you can get more money from the SBA through their grant program is you're going to have to apply with a total different business, total different information. And a lot of people, y'all don't have a lot of flexibility because you only got like one account, one email. So it messes you up. Okay. So I'm going to let my Facebook and YouTube people go. I don't think y'all have anything else for me. I'll give y'all a couple more minutes to see if you have questions, and then I'm gonna finish up with TikTok, and then I'm done for the evening, because it's so much more that I have to prepare for to tell y'all about. Okay. How can I tell him the applied tax payment I sent in? Tell who? I am ABI. North Carolina, what are we expecting? North Carolina's getting 10,000. Is there a number to call to find out about offsets? Yes, there is. The Treasury does have a offset hotline, and it's a doggone shame that I got this in my phone. But I will give it to you in just a second. Some of y'all do need to know about your offsets. You think that you don't, and I ain't talking about Cardi B husband. Some of y'all don't even know that y'all owe the government, and then when money come out, you be like, damn, where'd that come from? Well, I always tell people to call, and even with this unemployment tax refund, I mean, you can still call and check. It'll let you know. So hold on. It is 800, and Bree, I don't know if you're still there. If you want to write this down for the group, if you want to check to see if you owe any money, the number is 800-304-3107. Okay, now that's the number to the U.S. Treasury offset hotline. 304-3107. Okay, 800-304-3107. And it'll tell you if you owe anybody. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so where do you go to get my tax transcript? You're welcome, Bree. Where you go to get your tax transcript? IRS website. You all you got to, matter of fact, just go to Google, type IRS transcript. If you can't pull it virtually, just see it, because a lot of y'all don't have credit cards or a mortgage or anything. Just request the paper copy. And always don't just request 2020 now, just because y'all trying to see your tax refund. Some of y'all need to go back and request 17, 18, 19, because y'all find out y'all owing and you didn't know. So the only way you're gonna know is you got to see your old tax transcripts. So don't just request 2020. Go and do 19 too, because I bet you don't even know what they have on file for you. You don't even know if you have a debt that you paid off, and you wonder why your tax return came up different. Just look, okay? Thank you, Bree. So awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna let my Facebook and YouTube guys go. Of course, y'all know how to reach me. All you gotta do is hit me in the inbox. Again, y'all know I have my Stand With link. If y'all see it, it's been scrolling below. All y'all do, y'all go right there and you can go and ask me a question, or you can book if you need a consultation. This is what I do all the time. Help people set up their business, go over their credit. We talk about business credit. I answer the questions about these programs. And then when I'm not helping y'all, I'm sitting around reading, okay, finding out about what new is coming down, and how best to explain that to y'all in a little short TikTok video. So I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all make me continue to do what I do, and I'm glad that I can help whomever that I can help. And Barbara says your son is locked out of unemployment. He is gonna have to call unemployment to get unlocked. Okay, it's unfortunate, but that's how it's gonna be. And I just want y'all to know that ID Me is gonna be the new thing. Okay, so if y'all don't like ID Me now, y'all are really gonna hate it, because that's how it's gonna be from now on with any federal anything. Even if we get locked down and they do unemployment again, ID Me is gonna be is how you're gonna have to register from now on. Even with the IRS, they're using it. So they want to go to biometrics and get all your little information, and you have a one type of login. Well, ID Me is who they chose. So get comfortable. Y'all gonna be seeing it a lot. All right. And thank you, Rodney. I appreciate that too. So again, housing vouchers should be out already. Go to your housing agency. I already told y'all where to go check for your stimulus at. July 31st is the cutoff date for the states to submit their housing program plan. If you live in New Mexico, it is already out and you can apply. As soon as it comes open in Florida, I will let you guys know, because you're going to be able to apply for it right through the unemployment, or excuse me, DEO. So you'll be able to apply through it there, and I'll let you other states, if I can find something to show how much each state is getting, I will post it. But if nothing else, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna just talk to my TikTok people, and then I'm see y'all next Monday. Okay, bye y'all.